Hey everybody, welcome back. We're playing Super Auto Pets. I'm sure you're familiar. What do we've had two good videos in a row for sure. Maybe we'll go back to the free-to-play. I got a 10 win last night on free-to-play on mobile. Not trying to flex or whatever. IMO, you double freeze cricket. It's an audacious and ambitious reroll. You try to reroll an otter into a horse. That would have been freaking sick, man. That would have been sweet. Either way, it's not a particularly strong start, but that's okay. I'll be the panicking pants. I've been there. You spill some water on your pants while you're in the bathroom. You're worried everybody's gonna think that it's a situation where you peed on them. You're trying to Mr. Bean them up into the hand dryer, I should say. You know how it goes, probably. This is not an amazing start, still, even though we won the last round. It's a little funky. It's not necessarily a bad thing, though. IMO, none of these creatures are long for this world. So, rather than, buy an otter at 1-2 and hope to buff one, admittedly, it does give +1/+1 permanently. Yeah, I think... Well, I was going to say let's take a mosquito instead, so that it does 1 damage. But then I was like, oh, wouldn't you rather just get +1/+1? But then I'm like, but this one's a -1 because it's a 1-2. But I think I could be persuaded to at least give it a try. That's probably the best buff we could ask for. So we're going to level up to level 3 on the next turn. We have a squad that still is... in flux right now. It consists merely of like decent stuff. It's not too bad. Like our beaver's gonna do some serious work here. We're actually gonna win this one. I'm just gonna level with you. I think we've gotten really lucky. We've been against squads that are also getting some cursed shops, so I'm very grateful for that. We will. You could possibly roll... We did that so badly. You could possibly roll a shrimp. I'm not fully sold, though. You know what I am? Actually, I think I am fully sold. We're going to buy and buy. Then 2 cells takes us to 6. We don't need to do 2 cells, though. We could do, for example, 1 cell with the beaver buff. It's not too bad. 3-5 is pretty spicy. And then... Depends how you want to sort this out. Let's do a sell. We love that buff. And then I think we're going to do a buy on the otter nonetheless, which we could have combined, admittedly, but we would have missed the sell trigger for a little bit. And then a buy on a hedgehog as well. I don't love this squad, but I think for round 3, it's okay. Being able to live through 3 fish attacks, actually, or 2 fish attacks here, is doing some great stuff for this level 2 cricket. I'm not trying to flex at all. This is a squad that should not be 3-0 right now. Or 3-1? No, it's 3-0, man. That's crazy. You can do buy-sell with the shrimp. I think we'd rather... It's taken me a long time to learn this, but I feel like the shrimp does better when you just sell... it last in a group of things that you definitely do want to get rid of. Instead of like building your whole run around buying and selling. You may disagree, but it kind of sucks because like I think a crab could almost work here. Just give it a moment. So the otter is basically useless. The porcupine we can sell. 2-7, 3-6, and you're gonna buff at the start of battle. You copy health. I think we can afford to put 1 crab out here. We don't need 2. Although technically you could insert 1, I guess, right there. Looking for something a little bit more, like, productive. Now, usually, you can roll camel into peacock. It's not incredible, but it's okay. And we're really looking for, like, a... Well, you know what we want to do? We want to hit a level 2 on the next turn, and then get an early, like, tier 4 unit. Like an early hippo or something we can build a run around, because we're not really there yet. it's surprisingly, like, is going better than it should be going. like I'm stunned that we are 4-0 right now, but I don't know, maybe maybe another YouTuber started playing the game or something, and you know, we're lucky to be in this position. I don't really know. You know, maybe it's like Christmas Day on Call of Duty. Like, there's a surprising amount of new players here. I think we can invest. To be honest, I almost believe that there's a chance we could make like a dog work here. Like, if you commit to getting rid of either your cricket or your peacock for a little bit, or actually probably both for a little bit, I think you can get something going on here. Like, we'll start by selling the peacock, and this is temporarily bad for sure, but in the service of getting something really good going on this dog long term, I'm gonna stick with that camel because it's a 210, which is awesome. Then we can play you here, which will summon you here. I think you can freeze this crab. I know we sold one earlier. They can't take the buff away from us. Technically, I would love to freeze you, get melon armor on you, which will free up your spot here. We'll put a crab out there. It'll be a 310 that gets buffed over time. Dog's getting a little stronger. We're never going to level up this shrimp. We're happy to see it where it stands. We really want a tier 4. We're insanely blessed to be in the position we're in. Just to be 1,000,000,000% straight up with you. You are going to kill us. And I think you're going to kill our crab, which is pretty... Yeah, that's the end of the line for this. I think we pivoted at the right time. That monkey build is very scary as well. So, what do we do now? Pill you. This frees up some space for us, which is lovely. Sell the crab. Beautiful. We will... But, you know, buy an otter. And then sell an otter. We got +1 from the dog summon. +1/+1 from the otter. +0/+1 from the sell. And then, I know you're like, I've gone cross-eyed. And then 1 gold back. So for 2 gold, that's a pretty good value. We can temporarily roll a kangaroo, or maybe permanently roll a kangaroo. I mean, for the time being, I would love if a dodo worked here, but I'm not totally sold on the idea that it does until we level it up, which we're not at yet. So I would say buy an otter, knowing that it has like upside in the future. I don't know if we're gonna keep a shrimp. I would say we're probably not gonna get a second shrimp. So we're in a very vulnerable position right now. We've inevitably, some people are going to be like, I think you've skipped over some possibly like incredible options, and that may well be true. But I feel like we ran with a good thing until it ran out. Wow. We lose this, which is staggering to me. It was just a very nice assortment of sheeps you got there, you know? You don't disrespect the power of the sheep. Now we sell. Get a reward. For 1 gold, effectively, we get either an attack or health on our dog, and then a health on somebody else. Lovely. And we'll do the exact same thing here. We love to see it, man. Bison will not work for us. We gotta do something. It's too late for the giraffe. We need something much more ambitious, I think. I mean, this is a great buy-sell. I hate to say it, it is. Are we really committing to this build? Here's the thing, okay? I don't really want to commit to this nightmare we got going on here. But the flip side of it, for real, is like, I don't know what else we do. It's not like we've had anything show up, in my opinion at least, that really like, you know, would change the way that we would approach this. This is don't even, there should be a resign button. Because this squad here is just too strong. Like, we're barely going to lose, but still. Like, that's just a horrible squad to run up against. I had a feeling this was going to happen. The chickens are coming home to roost. Okay, so that's big. This is big. Give me a buy me, sell me. We're still committed to the idea that this dog could get us there. Lovely. Give me a buy me. And then a sell me. I mean, it's an 816 dog, man. There's nothing wrong with that. All of these are just pure garbage. Give me a dolphin coming out here. At least giving us a little bit of efficacy. You don't like to see 5 base tier units, but this is the folly of the buy-sell build. Okay. We really need our kangaroo. Thank you. As long as our kangaroo finishes the job here, we're not sweating it too bad. This looks actually pretty good. I'm a little surprised that somehow this is going to be like a positive win rate start. But we're here. We are here. The dolphin is likely to be sold, but we need something... like, we need something better. Oh, you know what you can do? Okay, so you can sell a dolphin. This can't be economical. Like, this is getting silly. So put us on 5. Okay, buy some canned food. Buy a swan. Sell a swan. Roll a scorpion up at the front. At some point, we're going to want to sell a shrimp. I think it's been okay for us, to be honest with you, but obviously we got a long way to go. This is really bad. Our camel matches up poorly with theirs. Yeah, like, especially because theirs is a level 2. We go pretty hard here, though. And then we get got pretty hard. You know, though, look at this. 6 wins. Okay, I mean, if we got to, like, 8, this would be a pretty spectacular success story. So I think, look, the shrimp's got to go, but it doesn't have to go first. You can sell your kangaroo. It's a 4-7. It's a little late for that to still be pumping. You can sell, or you can buy a hippo. We really want to try to roll a hippo, maybe behind our camel for now, because we'll get nice buffs on it. Which means, are we going to be rolling a scorpion? Possibly, yes. Okay, so maybe now's the time you sell your shrimp, which still gives you the space to summon for your dog. We do have a 7-9 blowfish. That's not too bad. Maybe it just feels a little late for this rabbit build for me. So we get the benefit on the buy, but not so much on the sell side this time. Why don't you roll me instead? I really do want a level 2 hippo. Call me crazy here. I think a level 2 hippo... we can try this. Yes. Yes, we can. I feel like a level 2 hippo... That's way too much frozen, but... actually, we don't need the blowfish anymore. We're probably going to lose here with our 4 squad. I knew I was committed to rolling 4 as soon as we bought the hippo, but... Let's just see. Let's just see. Are you living? Not really. Yeah, we lose these. It was actually pretty close, okay? Honestly, what do we get? 6 on that one? 6 on that, given our start and our finish. I thought it was pretty good. You don't need a duck. I've come, like, full circle on the duck builds, to be honest with you. I think they can work. Maybe the extra tentacles, man. Very common medical problem. I've come full circle on the duck. I was like, I don't respect them. Then I used them a little more, and I was like, I don't respect anything but them. Now I'm like, hey, Jerome Powell. Nice to see you. It's a Saturday. I was going to say, shouldn't you be busy? But it's a Saturday. This is a great start, on the other hand. Here, though. Roll me. Don't freeze anything. I totally think you can make ducks work. But in the early game, ants, crickets, and fish are the... That's how you win the game. IMO, at least. Back buff, please. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the back buff. We win these because of the dirty rat. And the cricket, I guess. Yet another reason that the rat... Look, I've seen it work a couple of times, but... Okay. Cricket me. The camel was not our problem last time. Hey, on round 3, if you can make a dog work, I think you make a dog work. And then I think you combine your ants. You can always freeze a snail in the flex position, I think. Then we'll roll a camel. I think we should roll a camel that maybe buffs a swan. Freeze that dog for sure. We're way early. Like, certainly early enough to buy, sell to get our dog to a good level. Now, what mistake from last time would I like to rectify this time? It would be very... Oh, let's go, dude. It would be very, very nice to get garlic on our dog as soon as possible. Great start, by the way. This is beautiful. I actually think it's too late for a horse. So I think, you know, given these two... And we also, like, the ant is good, to be fair. But we're going to start clearing to make our units a little stronger now. I think you sell the cricket first, because the swan is, it gives us the gold, which is nice, but it's also closer to a level up, which is worth a lot for us. We are fishing for, like, a pill as well. So we can pill the ant and then put stuff in its stead. You can totally run a spider. It's not exceptional. But if it can give you some exceptional things. If it gives you a sheep or a turtle, you're usually pretty pleased. Let's see. Very similar squads here. When it gives you a giraffe, you're markedly less pleased. Hey, man, as long as we're not dying on this hit, I'm a happy man. And we end up pulling out a draw here. It's a draw with scaling, which is a moral victory. Again, we need to get rid of something. This is your easy one. You're going to get rid of the ants. It's a nice buff on a camel that we're going to keep for the time being. We can go like this. Mostly these are for dog buffs. We do want our next, like our dog to get to a nice level here. So this is 3 gold for 3 stats spread out. That's actually, like, economically, I was gonna unsell it. I was gonna be like, I'm not sold on it anymore. But this kind of sold me. And I will also say, again, this is just economically speaking. Given the situation we find ourselves in here, I think we can do okay with something like that. Like 5 gold is a buy, sell, buy territory if you've got some kind of scaling factor associated with it. Look, can I tell you something as well? A lot of people would maybe take issue with this to a small extent, but oh, come on, man, that's nasty. Don't get the dog, man. That's all I ask. Level 2 blowfish this early, pretty spooky, man. I think we're still looking okay though. Look at that. Rolling too much is an obvious error, but there's also an error to be found when you roll too little. You know, when you spend your gold at, like, exactly the margins, people are like, wow, what an economical way to play the game. And it's true, but you don't see what you didn't get from the rolls that you didn't do. You know what I mean? That in and of itself is somewhat insidious. You can have a whale that eats a spider. You know, it's not like we have a monkey or anything doing some sick buffs right now. We can totally... Like, are we going to dump a spider? I think for now... Like, the spider is not good. But we need something that gets eaten. I guess you could summon some dirty rats. That would be a weird way to play the game. But we don't want to level up the dog quite yet. So maybe you can sell the spider, summon something... because we're trying to get the summon triggers. Or alternatively, yeah, okay, you can sell this, I mean, this is just really good. You sell the spider, you get a camel close to the next level. The camel's been fine for us. You could have the camel buff the dog, to be honest with you. Like, we could do it like that. Then you freeze the turtle, roll once, freeze the garlic, buy the turtle. We love some melon armor. We get an extra buff there. Next turn, I don't know. Next turn, we might be selling the swan, unless we can level them up. Selling the swan makes space to continue getting these summon triggers on the dog, which is worth something, man. This kangaroo's gonna be freaky. It's gonna be nasty, okay? But we own you. That's pretty bad. Okay, I mean, yeah, honestly, it's a nice squad. What are we at? 4-2? 4-1. That's pretty good. So we did get the swan leveled up. I hate to say it, but for now, we can get another turtle later. And then you can swan me. Swan me. Dog me. Phrasing, maybe. We need garlic on dog or camel. So you're gonna buy an animal. And the best animal for us, there's no animal that does well when it gets eaten here. Like, this kind of sucks. We need that garlic, though, man. End of turn, copy the level 1 ability. You know what? The best play, IMO, you put whale at the front, you create a parrot that temporarily becomes a level 1 swan. Gives us a little summoning power here. We have something loading in the background on Windows. Whale at the front is always a bit of a brazen build. You don't want to see your meme build versus golden poop. That's like, it's one of the true nightmares. But you knew it could happen there. We were in a transition period. So this is an easy sell. We could dump this whale and then start rolling like a hippo at the front. Like, we could sell. We got 15 gold. Buy. Try to do it like this so we get the full, like, benefit of the order. 8-8 bison is not bad, but we don't have the payoff for it. I mean, I still think... Like, I think your camel's still a bigger payoff for you here. It's weird. Freeze me again. The one thing that's really good. The one thing I will say right now is we're lucky. We have 2 life to play with. So losing this round, which is very plausible to me, doesn't seem that bad. We are going up against 2 level 1 dodos, which is actually just a great sign that we're going up against somebody who they themselves is also, like, transitioning from one build to another. This is... You couldn't really ask for more on this one. We got lucky with our opponent selection and guaranteed ourselves a positive win rate for the episode, which is nice. Now, I still like the camel with some melon armor. I think the time has come. Like, the turtle's great. The melon armor is worth so much now. So I think you sell your swan. We might sell the turtle. I'd rather pill it, but let's can up. Buy. With this much life to live, it's very hard for me to not double can. I love it, actually. So we're creating amazing units. We might not live long enough to deploy them, but we are creating some amazing units. Level 1 dodo with a kangaroo at the back. We killed their hippo. That's big for us. Our dog is... It's gonna do some work. It's gonna do... Oh, we're gonna lose to the freaking dodo by... We're gonna draw with the freaking dodo. That's a huge save for us, because having this HP to play with, it matters a lot. For now, I will pay 3 for garlic. I'll pay 3 for garlic. We would like our dog to get stronger. At some point, we're looking for a pill on this turtle, right? So, I think you freeze the dog, and you buff the hippo in the hopes of scaling it a little faster. Dude, I would kill for some chocolate for this camel, too. But I don't know, maybe it's too late for that camel. Like, This squad loses unless the hippo goes freaking wild. Like, our squad loses unless the hippo goes wild. We're gonna lose to the dog, presumably. Yeah. Why did I put garlic on the camel? What are we doing here? You know what? We're not doing that bad. I think we're lucky we're not going up against the squad that had a turtle. We still draw? Yeah. Like, I think maybe the camel has served its purpose. Round 11, this is great timing. So in that case, let's get rid of the camel. We respect that its time has come. Buff. I mean, the buff here actually makes the scaling work better. We get a disproportionate benefit from that. Cat giving double food effects is kind of sick, to be honest. It doesn't, and I know we just put garlic on you, but like the melon, that would we understood that. Well, you know what? Actually, never mind, because we definitely want to not buff the turtle. I think we buy you, honestly. You're a 14-15 to begin with. Obviously, you buff us nicely. We don't really care for a 1-up right now. You know, truth be told, this probably works better for us because you already have garlic. We're going to keep this dog around. Really, like, it's getting late. We're really looking for some... Oh my god, it's a nightmare. How'd your flamingo get so strong? The double monkey, man, that's so good. Okay, well, we knew that was coming. That's just the squad with some absolutely disastrous scaling. I know we should be buying food. We can't commit to the scaling yet, but we really can't buy the dog. Like, we have some issues here. Salad's just not that good. I guess. Freeze me. Freeze me. And for now, buy me, because I'm scared. Freeze me? I'm thinking, like, okay, if we draw out somehow, tiger behind cat equals, like, quadrupled effects. Oh, that's real nasty for us. But they don't have too much going on after this, but can I also add the obvious? We don't... Okay, we lose. That hurts, because, like, I actually think we could have made like a cat... tiger build work, but it is what it is. We didn't do very well there. I think we had 2 5-4s. It's a winning ratio in a game that continually gets harder every single day, but hey, it happens. Let me know what you would have done differently in the comments, because especially on some of those, I was like, I don't know where we're going. They got a monkey round 11, and then you're like, let's try. But apart from that, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time, and thanks for all the support on Super Auto Pets. See you then.